Welcome to Geeking Movies.
Here's your host, editor-in-chief at thenerdyeconomist.com,
Nick Castle!
Welcome everybody to the third episode of Geeking Movies, and as you can see, things are a little different around here today. We are standing up. And for those of you who have been watching and keeping up, our first episode we talked about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we talked about the extended Marvel Cinematic Universe in the second one with the Fox, the X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Fox, and Sony's Spider-Man. This time, and then, this will be the last time we go into a cinematic universe solely before we compare them all. We're going into everybody's favorite, most controversial, and quite frankly, the one that lacks any substance at the moment, the DC Cinematic Universe. And before we go any further, has been the case the last 3 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, my guest host, Tevin Coleman.
Woo! Government name every time.
Yeah, I'm telling people your government name. Just in case any IRS people are watching, I know he has back taxes he needs to catch up on.
Gee, thanks, Nick.
You're welcome. That's my slave name. I don't like being called Nick.
Call you Nick. What you want to call me? Kuntikente?
Anyways, so Tevin, thank you for being here. Third week in a row.
Third week.
We were talking DC this time.
Okay.
Everybody's favorite topic. Now, before we get into DC, we know the Fox episode's way too long. Try and cut down on it. So, quite frankly, do we need to talk about the old Supermans?
No.
No. Do we need to talk about the old Batmans?
No, because only one of them was good.
The only one Batman was good. The other Batmans just suck. So anyways, let's start this conversation off with the, we are talking about the cinematic universe. And the cinematic universe really doesn't start till the Man of Steel. But, there's some people who's going to crucify us if we don't touch on the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, we should.
But the Dark Knight trilogy, even though it's not going to be part of this universe, Christopher Nolan's Batman's not going to have anything to do with this upcoming universe. But Christopher Nolan kind of, Dark Knight trilogy did kind of kickstart it.
The Dark Knight trilogy is probably the best superhero movie series, trilogy of all time.
It is. Awesome origin story.
Yeah, all pretty good.
Act 1, as you will.
Yeah.
Act 2 was probably the best superhero movie ever.
Well, see, the thing is, I go back and watch them. You don't have, the Dark Knight it really doesn't even fit in the the Dark Knight movie is basically a standalone movie to itself.
Well, most second movies don't fit into the trilogies anyways.
So you can just watch the first one. Third one is connected perfectly, but the second one you don't have to watch the first one at all. The second one is pretty freaking amazing.
I do think it's a pretty complete trilogy. Storytelling wise, it's a complete trilogy. You have the beginning of Batman and you have the end of it. First two solid films for me. The third one, the third one, there's grievances.
The third one, it wasn't as good because the expectation was so high because the second one was so well done that it couldn't even repeat. It couldn't just live to expectations.
Well, I mean, with the third one though, there's some minor things that they would have fixed. You would think they'd catch filming and in editing, like when Bane has Dr. Pavel just hanging at the end of the scene. It just looks bad. It doesn't even look real. And then you have the stock market heist. They're in there for 60-90 minutes.
And then you have Bane.
Yeah, I am not full.
Tom Hardy.
He's a pretty big guy. I couldn't understand what he said. The stock market scene, they're in there for 69 minutes to tell in the movie. And they go in early in the morning. And then they come out, it's 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And then they go under a tunnel. And once they come out the tunnel, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
I was wondering, I thought I was the only one who noticed it.
And how in the world did Batman get back to Gotham?
they never expect.
I mean, there's a couple things to keep Batman out of Gotham. First off, he's somewhere in the Middle East or Africa at least. Second off,
he's Bruce Wayne, man.
Yeah, he has no money anymore.
That's true.
And Gotham's under lockdown.
Hey, you know who saved him? Superman.
Yeah.
Superman brought him to Gotham.
And then, Gotham's under lockdown, so nobody can get in or out. So, how does he just, there's Bruce Wayne walking down the street.
Superman.
Okay, so anyways, there's a little spill in the Dark Knight trilogy.
But that's a minor spill for overall excellent trilogy.
Yeah, definitely excellent trilogy. I still enjoyed the third movie. It's just,
the third
problems.
Third one was kind of long too.
Yeah.
Problems. What I didn't like though,
Plot holes.
what I didn't like is how they named what the detective's name? The one that said, yeah, your name is Robin. Like his name never was Robin. They could
Blake.
Yeah, they just said Dick. Well, nobody just said your white bird's name is Robin. Like,
Yeah, there's a little wink towards the fans. Be like, hey, see what I did there?
they just said Dick.
But but anyways, this is not the focal point of this conversation that we're gonna have is not gonna be revolving around the Dark Knight trilogy, but it did help kickstart it because let's face it,
It made a lot of money.
after Batman, maybe Batman Returns, the Batman films just went downhill. The Superman Returns went awful.
Bastard Child.
Superman Returns, Superman with the Bastard Child. But it's who did it? The guy who did X-Men Days of Future Past. Can't think of his name. Bryan Singer.
Yeah, he was
He
really
left X-Men 3 to do this garbage.
That's like his only bad movie though.
Yeah, it's not a superhero movie at all. But up until the Dark Knight trilogy, it just DC, Warner Brothers, they weren't cranking out anything of
And then they tried to
substance.
And then they tried to also I'm gonna jump ahead. They tried to like copy what Marvel did. You know how Marvel did Iron Man with the Kickstarter their universe. They tried to kickstart their universe with Green Lantern.
Yeah, and we're not going to talk about Green Lantern either because he's obviously not going to be in this universe as we know it. And that
I thought it was
I don't think that Green Lantern is. I think it's another one.
John Stewart. Please say John Stewart.
John Stewart.
Right. I see a black Green Lantern.
I don't mind Black Green Lantern, which is John Stewart, but I don't think this one's going to be in there. Because, Green Lantern just bombed. It's just not good. And you bring Ryan Reynolds in, you bring in a stench of failure to an already unstable universe.
I said this Green Lantern's not going to be in it, but I'm pretty sure they're going to have a Green Lantern in it.
Oh, yeah, you have to.
Yeah, of course. Don't know which
or maybe you don't have to, but,
Okay, so past
But
the
anyways, so there's a quick overview of what DC's given us so far. A bunch of shit in the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah. So, sugar-coated shit.
Yeah, so anyways, talking about these cinematic universes, this definitely being kicked off by the Man of Steel.
Yeah.
This is the cornerstone, this is the Iron Man 1 of the DC universe, if you will.
But see, DC had to bring out their big guns to get the universe started, which Marvel case, they had to bring in Iron Man.
Yeah, you had to bring in, Iron Man was more or less, A- character.
Yeah.
So not very big.
Superman is
Superman's-
A++ character.
Yeah.
If it didn't work with him, so it wouldn't have went period.
And it didn't work with him a lot of times. But this one, Man of
Every
Steel,
time but one time. This one time.
Yeah. I'm not a big Superman fan at all.
I hate him.
I've always lied on the Batman spectrum. I think Superman's highly generic. Like, hey, let's give this guy every power.
Yeah.
Let's make him fly. Like, make him breathe ice. Let's make him have heat vision.
Super strong, super fast.
Yeah, everything you could imagine a superhero having, this what this guy has. I've lied on Batman. He's more practical, realistic.
Man, but he's a billionaire.
But this is, we have billionaires in real life.
Who's also killer kung fu fighters.
Hey, you never know.
This is true.
But, Younger Man of Steel, I was like, I have hope for it. Zack Snyder was directing it. What did Zack Snyder direct?
300.
and The Watchmen.
Both good movies. Don't pay attention to what he says. Go watch both.
300 solid. The Watchmen's crap. Stay away from The Watchmen, please.
Okay, let's keep going.
Anyways, so he comes in. Hey, I come out of the movie. It's like, wow, that movie was way better than I expected.
The action was good.
That's probably the best action in a superhero movie you could get.
Yeah.
Visually, it was awesome. Especially the fight scene with Zod and the other.
I like the fight scene with the other three.
Yeah.
Instead of Zod. But the other three.
That epitomizes a superhero fight.
That they were just guys just fighting, just destroying life itself.
And the movie was dark and gritty and
Superman kills Zod.
and the thing that that really sold me on this was that Superman He rolled up his sleeves. He got his hands a little bit dirty, and he killed somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, he snapped his neck.
I remember when I was watching it, I was like, wow, he just really just snapped this guy's neck. Superman doesn't do that.
Superman doesn't do that crap.
Like, I'm outraged, just outraged at this. No, I wasn't. I said I really
was outraged with the awesomeness.
I really dig the whole dark vibe.
It's more grounded.
Because Marvel is more flourish and light and everything. I'm
more comical.
I like DC's dark, gritty, grounded reality.
And that's how this that's how this universe started, and I don't think it could have started a better way.
Good way to start out. Very good way.
So, with the success of Man of Steel, Man of Steel it's not my favorite movie of 2012, but
it was one of the
or 2013, whenever it came out.
Did it come out 12? It come out 13. It came out 2013.
Yeah, 2013.
This one came out.
2013. But solid movie, great way to kick off a universe and compete with Marvel and give us fans what we want. Because we all know, we definitely we watched wrestling back in the day.
Yes, I did.
Back when you had WCW.
And WCW versus WWF. Monday Night Wars.
Yeah. This is a great example of what competition does. Marvel has competition with DC now, and it brings out the best.
It brings out the best.
Versus what you have with WWE at the moment, lackluster at best.
Yeah,
so far. But not to say Marvel wasn't. Marvel's always been competing with DC, even back in 2007, because they were competing directly with the Dark Knight trilogy. But so they had to perform well, and you still have to make quality movies because you still want people to come, and you want people to come a second time and get money, repeat customers. But I go back to DC. This is a great way to start a universe.
Yeah,
could have started a better way.
Yeah.
So with that being started, DC definitely won Comic-Con in 2013.
They won it.
Did this happen? This either happened right after Man of Steel came out or right before it came out? This happened right after Man of Steel came out. Comic-Con did.
Man of Steel came out in May, I thought. And Comic-Con was in July.
Yeah.
So, really, you're right.
Or June. It came out in June.
I know it came out before Comic-Con. Before Comic-Con, Man of Steel was out.
Yeah, but at Comic-Con, the big news hit. This is when DC turned the tables.
They kicked down the door. Spartan kicked the door down with the announcement of Batman vs Superman. Spartan kicked it.
And it carried so much momentum until 5 weeks later, Ben Affleck was casted. Which, I'm not going to lie, I was like, Ben Affleck, Daredevil? You got to be kidding me. But Ben Affleck, he's a solid actor.
I've learned to hold my opinions on actors
until we see their movie.
Prime example, Heath Ledger. Prime example.
Everybody was complaining about Heath Ledger as a Joker, and
he probably did the best comic book performance of all time. So
probably one of the best bad guy performances of all time.
Period. So
it killed him.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger. But
yeah, it is sad he's gone. He's a great Joker.
But I'm just reserving my. I didn't care for the casting of Ben Affleck, but I'm just gonna wait.
But Ben Affleck, even though he did Jiggly or whatever and Daredevil, he also has solid movies. He's done Argo.
Argo was very good.
The Town.
Yeah.
So he shows he has the potential.
He's a very versatile actor.
Yeah, and he's by far the tallest Batman we've had. I know people say he's the most physically intimidating. Guy really doesn't strike fear in me. But, Christian Bale was a midget. Michael Keaton was very tall either.
And Christian Bale had to talk like this.
Oh, Batman, disguise your voice. No. I like the Christian Bale voice.
Where's the bombs?
Where are they? Where's Harvey Dent?
I don't know. You're lying.
Swear with me. Okay.
Don't swear on me.
So Ben Affleck, after 30 seconds of reacting, I was like, you know what? Solid choice. There's something to justify this. And a couple other weeks later, we found out Wonder Woman's in it. And you're like, woohoo, Wonder Woman! Played by Gal Gadot. And
the chick from Fast and Furious.
Who?
Chick from Fast and Furious.
Who?
The chick from Fast and Furious.
Oh,
I just read it. I never thought, oh, that's what it is. Interesting or whatever.
yeah, but the thing with Gal Gadot is, unlike Ben Affleck, you don't have the sample size to judge off of. So, there's kind of, WTF moment right there. But this is an extensive process, casting calls.
You're right, it is. So
they know what they're doing. So
again,
benefit of the doubt.
Again, we're withholding judgment on that. We're just gonna wait and see how to do.
And then news came. They moved it back to 2016. Which same day Captain America 3 would come out.
No, I thought it would be 2015. They were gonna do 2015.
They were going to 20, but they moved it back to May 6, 2016. Day Captain America 3 would come out.
Okay, so they moved it. They moved it up. Wait, Captain America 3 comes out in 2016.
Yeah, originally it's supposed to be 2015, and then they kicked it back to 2016, and now they moved back up like a couple weeks.
It's been moved up to March now. It's in March now. I know for a fact it's in March.
March?
Birthday month.
I thought it was in April.
It's March.
Okay. But they moved it, but they moved back to same day Captain America's out.
Yeah.
Captain America 3, and this news comes after Captain America 2 hits, in which Captain America 2, in my eyes, is
just watch episode 1.
Watch episode 1. There you go. Way to plug that. But in my eyes, Captain America 2 is probably one of the better superhero movies in the universe, the Marvel universe. And I put it on the Dark Knight level. It's good. Put it up there, Guardians of the Galaxy too. But so it was kind of odd. Like, why? Because Captain America 3 was turning everybody.
Yeah.
The writers and directors. I can't think of their name. The Russo's brothers. They're coming back. Of course, Captain America's coming back. You already have a solid story, and we're riding off this wave of momentum of this awesome film. And then you have a film that's been surrounded with nothing but questionable decisions, and you're going against it.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense because
it wasn't a good move on DC part.
Yeah, because let's face it, if they would have stuck there, I would have seen one on Friday and one on Saturday. Versus when it would have if it would have stayed that day, it probably would have hurt both movies. It would have hurt. Oh, if DC wouldn't have budged, Marvel would have moved. Yeah, because
that's stupid.
I mean, let's face it. I'd go for every person sitting in Captain America 3 that's lost money on Batman versus Superman.
And vice versa. So
of course, and I've said all along, if you go back and read some nerdy economist stuff, I was saying all along, what, DC is going to move up, because I did a piece and I said, somebody's moving, it's not going to be Marvel, it's going to be DC. They can't move back because they move back, there's even more drama and controversy around the film. They got to move up, and now they moved up about a month and a half in advance.
Yeah.
So, I predict the future here, and call me a weatherman, accurate weatherman.
Okay, so now, you didn't get finished. You didn't get finished naming all the casting calls they had for this movie. Aquaman's in the movie. Cyborg's in the movie.
Are any of them confirmed, or were they still rumored at the moment?
They said they want to be in them. They never said what bigger role they're gonna play. But they said, the guy from Game of Thrones supposedly playing Aquaman.
Yeah, there's high speculation that these characters will appear in some
form, medium
fashion.
Yeah.
But I think they will. But let's hold up. We'll talk about them in a second.
Okay.
But let's talk about what we know about the movie.
It's called Batman vs Superman Done Justice.
I was at Justice League. I was at Comic-Con this past summer, and I got to see the test footage, obviously, because I had a chance to work for intern Warner Brothers. So, I got to go there. I got to see test footage. Or not the test, I got to see the little teaser. Did you ever see the teaser? Oh, okay, well, the teaser, it was left online for a little bit on purpose so people would see it. Now, it's been pulled back a lot trying to find it, but teaser was awesome.
Yeah,
it didn't show anything, but
just show what Batman looking
like. Show Batman in the rain, trying to turn on the bat signal. He turns on the bat signal. There's Superman. His eyes are glowing red. Superman's in the sky. Batman turns around. His eyes are white. So he's in this suit. Whatever.
The cat suit.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about the Batman suit.
Yeah, that's another problem with Batman vs Superman. I don't like the ears. The ear, Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever see one of those pictures
Oh yeah.
when they come out the Superman thing and they come out the Batman thing
Yeah.
and they had Batman spooning Superman
Yeah.
dressed now? But I like the color scheme. I like the dark gray and black.
I just don't like the ears.
Yeah.
I just don't like the ears.
So, anyways, that's all we know about Batman vs Superman at the moment. That's all that's confirmed. And that's definitely the second installment. We already know we're getting a Shazam
A Shazam movie. We've
played by with The Rock
playing Black Adam. And we also have and also Justice League movie also.
Yeah, that's foregone.
And they haven't announced anything else.
Yeah, they have a whole slate of movies.
They have them all like a whole schedule, untitled movies. Just they don't have the names for them. So
so it's really hard to be like, oh, that's what they have. We're not in the rumor business, but we're about to go into the future and we're about to predict or tell you our thoughts what's going to happen from Batman vs Superman on. So none of this is like news or anything. This is all opinion based
speculation.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be Batman vs Superman, of course, and then I would say it depends how much they develop the characters. I would probably say Justice League will come out in the next 3 years.
I say you go Batman vs Superman, Justice League, and then after that you're gonna have Aquaman. You're gonna have who's ever in the
Okay,
thing.
so it's a trick. I think someone like gonna be like crossover movies. I think someone might be like a Green Lantern and Flash movie, or a Green Lantern, Aquaman, or Aquaman and Shazam or something.
Yeah.
And then
who do you think will be in the Justice League?
Batman,
5 members.
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern.
Shazam's already announced.
Should I say Aquaman? I mean, Aquaman's gonna be in it.
Well, I mean, who do you think's gonna be in the Justice League?
In the actual movie?
Yeah.
Just 5?
Yeah. They're gonna have more than 5.
I mean, okay, right at the top we're gonna know Batman, Superman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and they said Cyborg's in it. So there you go. That's my 5. That's guaranteed gonna be in the Justice League movie.
My 5. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. And this is my plot twist.
What's he gonna say?
In Shazam, because right now Black Adam's an anti-hero. He kills Shazam in Shazam, and he joins the Justice League for redemption. So I'm gonna go Black Adam as my 5th spot.
Okay.
I mean, you don't hire somebody. I know they come out and kind of said they want Shazam to be their own separate thing, but you're not gonna hire The Rock to be in your universe to be, not one of the main attractions.
I feel like I also feel like they're gonna have. I feel like the Flash gonna be in it. Some way, somehow he has to be. He's one of the founding members. He's like one of the original Justice League.
So was Wasp of the Avengers, but she wasn't in it.
Wasp isn't no Flash though. Everybody knows the Flash. He had the TV show premiere October 7th on CW. He had the TV show premiere.
Warner Brothers loves you right now. They're plugging all their shows. But I don't think the Flash and Green Arrow would be in there for those reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, because they've already said, and they're doing a smart thing by not,
separating the TV and cinema.
Yeah, unlike Marvel, because they kind of tied S.H.I.E.L.D.'s hand behind their back, because S.H.I.E.L.D. can't do anything creatively, because it has to coincide with the movie universe. But DC's going to separate them, and I don't think you want to have 2 separate Green Arrows going at the same time.
Okay, so
and 2 separate Flashes.
I have a question for you. So when do you think this Batman standalone is coming?
Huh?
When do you think the Batman standalone is coming?
Oh, or after Justice League for sure.
So give me a year.
Man of Steel.
When give me a year.
2019.
2019? I can see that.
Or Justice League 2. But Batman, let's go face, he doesn't need a standalone.
No, he does not.
Superman doesn't need another standalone.
But they did announce Man of Steel too.
Yeah, that's been announced.
I'm going to say that. So Batman vs Superman isn't Man of Steel 2. Man of Steel 2 is going to be his own movie.
Well, I'm glad because I like Man of Steel, and I've kind of been upset if they just cut it off there and throw everybody in Man of Steel 2. But I think Batman. You really don't need another Batman movie.
Yeah, you don't need
at least for a while.
You don't they don't need no other Batman movie until they start going broke. They don't need another Batman movie.
I mean, I'm not going to complain. You know what I think would have been a great Batman? The Rock.
Too big.
See,
he's too
every
big.
comic book iteration of Batman. How big is he?
pretty freaking big.
And The Rock's pretty, and The Rock can move. I mean, The Rock is as athletic as an actor.
We discussed this. We felt like The Rock should have played Shazam. I feel we should be because he fits the mold of the man child. So I feel like, but Black Adam, the intro, I feel like he should play Shazam. We discussed it.
Yeah, I don't think Shazam would have been a good fit for him because let's face it, half the time you're Billy Batson, and you have to wish upon a pig, turn around, do the hocus pocus, and then turn into Shazam.
Say Shazam.
Yeah, so I think for that reason Black Adam's more likely, but I think The Rock, he's big and athletic.
I just wouldn't mind Rock playing Jon Stewart.
I wouldn't either.
And
he pulls off the GQ look.
Yeah.
I think The Rock's a good Batman.
But good.
I mean, he is black, but if that was the first thought that came to your mind, you're a racist. I can say that.
That's the first thought that came to my mind, so I'm racist.
But I wouldn't mind Jon Stewart either.
Yeah, he
Not played by Denzel Washington.
Oh no, The Rock was actually tweeting about that, like he was doing cryptic messages saying, DC, picture Jon Stewart, let's make it happen. No, of course he turned out to be Black Adam, but I mean, cool to see Jon Stewart.
The Rock wanted to be Luke Cage at one point.
The
Rock wanted to be Lobo.
The Rock wanted
to be Lobo for the longest time.
Yes, he was. I remember that. But
But what else do you think will happen in the DC universe? Do you ever think? Well, that's next episode. So let's cut it off there, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. We kept it short today, as we promised. I feel like we got through a lot of content. Our next episode next week will be the comparative analysis of DC and the Marvel universe.
Who's winning? Who's winning now? Who the current winner's going? The overall winner's going to be in the next 7 years.
We may dip into the animated universe.
So we're gonna.
This show may be quite a while, maybe a long show.
We're gonna compare and contrast very, very hard.
But I think we should, since Fox and Sony don't have anything going at the moment. I think we'll leave them off. But this is episode 3, and episode 2 was Fox and Sony. So you can go back and watch episode 2. But thank you for joining us. I hope to see you guys next week.
Episode 2 is like the Dark Knight. It's just a great standalone.
Great standalone, because we've decided, let's face it, Fox and Sony, they kind of have announced stuff. We don't know what's really going to happen. They do have the X-Men going for Fox, but we don't know anything, universe-wise.
Nah.
And then the Spider-Man universe is, after Spider-Man 2, who really cares?
Okay, so we're gonna leave you guys with that, but I'm gonna ask Nick a question. So Nick, better TV show, Gotham or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Join us next week for the answer. Actually, don't join us next week for the answer. They're both a steaming pile of crap.
Good night, folks.
Transformers, Age of Extinction worthy crap. But anyways, guys, that's my good friend Tevin. Shout out to our production manager, Aaron, who puts the videos together and make sure we're in the picture, because we most likely drift away. But thank you guys for joining us. I hope you enjoy it. Subscribe, like, comment, follow us on Twitter at Geeking Movies. You see our Twitter handles. I don't want to venture to go after Tevin's Twitter handle. What's your Twitter handle? T_RE_me _782 420 lowercase wolf.
Go away.
Anyways, guys, thank you for joining us, and we can't wait to see you next week.
See you next Thursday.